Hi, good morning. So my name is Dashni Gopalakrishnan and my matrix number is 21DTT21F1065. So I'm presenting ITN PPT today. So first is introduction. As a network engineer, you are assigned to set up a network for PBU campus. There is topology of PBU campus designed in packet tracer that consists of two router and two switches and one wireless router and one server. For the router, we first need to disable the DNS lookup. For that, we use the command config terminal and then no IP domain lookup. And the next one will be enable a not encrypted password, which we use enable password DFC 2015143, and then console password, which is PBU, and then we encrypted all the password. And then last one is the banner mode, which an appropriate message that include warning word, which is unauthorized access is prohibited. And the second one we used is command show running config. There down there we can see the outcome of the command. This is also the outcome of the command. And same goes to this also the outcome of the command. And then next is DTMK department SW, where first we use the command config terminal and no IP domain lookup. Next is enable password DFC 20143, password PBU, login and exit again, service password encryption, and banner mode. Unauthorized access is prohibited, and then exit again. This is the same JTMK department where we use the command show running config, and below that we can see the outcome of it. Task 2, network design. Below that we can see the topology. Task 3, construct IPv4 addressing and perform subnetting. Below these two pictures shows that my calculation for the IP address and the subnetting. Configure all routers and host name. Configure all routers, host name, and IP interface. For this, we first used the command uh, config terminal and then hostname PBU, interface 0 G0/0, description connection to the finance department SW, IP address 192.165.10.1, and the subnet mask 255.255.255.240, and then no shut. And then interface G01, description connection to finance department, IP address 192.168.10.29, subnet mask is 255.255.255.240, no shut. And then interface G0/2, description connection to the cafe, IP address 192.165.10.15, subnet mask is 255.255.255.240, no shut. And then interface serial 0/0/0, description connection to ICT, clock rate 9600. This command applies only to DCE interfaces. IP address 192.165.10.43, subnet mask is 255.255.255.240, no shut. And then the interface serial 0/0/0 changed to down PBU, and then exit configured from console by console. And here we can see the output from the command show running config. And here is the output, and same goes to here, the output. And this is for ICT. First we use the command enable config terminal, and then interface G0/1. Description: connection to JMSK, IP address 192.165.10.25. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.240. No shut. And below that we can see the outcome. And this is JMSK department. Config all host host name and device name and IB interface. Here we can see the display name PC1, and then the interfaces are fast Ethernet 0. The default gateway is 192.165.10.1, and the IP address for PC1 is 192.165.10.2, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. And this is PC2. The interfaces are fast Ethernet 0, and the default gateway is 192.165.10 and 1. And the IP address for PC2 is 192.165.10.3. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.255.0. This is JMSK department PC13. The interface is fast Ethernet 0. The default gateway is 192.165.10.29. Next is PC13, where the IP address is 192.165.10.30. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The default gateway is 192.165.10.29. So next is PC14. The IP address of PC14 is 192.165.10.31, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The default gateway is 192.165.10.29. And this is JTMK department's PC5. The default gateway is 192.165.10.1, and the IP address of PC5 is 192.165.10.4. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Next is PC15 from JMSK department. The IP address is 192.165.10.32. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is 192.165.10.29. And the default gateway of PC15 is 192.165.10.29. Next is the SSID from the student cafe. Down there we can see the network mode, SSID, white channel, radio band, and standard channel and all. And next is the student cafe's router password is DFC20143 SESI1 underscore 2223. Next is laptop 0, and the IPv4 address is IP address is 169.254.193.171, and the subnet mask is 225.225.0.0. And the second one is laptop 1. The IP address is 169.254.38.196, and the subnet mask is 255.255.0 and dot 0, and the interface is wireless 0. And this is the student cafe. uh, the DHCP server is enabled, and the start IP address is 192.168.0.100, and the maximum number of user is 17, and the IP address range is 192.168.0.100. B. All Cafe WR clients should get IP address from the wireless router dynamically. The IP address of laptop 0 is 169.254.193.171. The subnet mask is 255.255.0.0, and the laptop one IP address of laptop 1 is 169.254.38.19. The subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. The IP address of laptop 4 is 169.254.138.10120. The subnet mask is 225.225.0.0. Next is task 6, verification. Refer to table 5 below. Verify the network connection. Screenshot your output. Note: given the topology has already been configured with EIGRP dynamically routing on each network or subnet. Therefore, each host should be able to reach one another, although in the remote network or subnet in the topology. Uh, this is from JTMK PC2 to JMSK PC2. The IP address is 192.169.10.3, and beside that we can see the output of the commands. And the next one is PC1 from JMSK to cafe to to student cafe, and the IP address is 192.165.10.30, and beside that we can see the output. And the third one is JMSK PC2 from JMSK PC2 to DBS SRV. The IP address is 192.165.10.331, and beside that we can see the output of the command. And the last one is the conclusion. From problem-based task 1, we had learned a lot of knowledge. For example, how to configure the router, switch, wireless router, and server. Network pervade all the elements of life, including biological, physical, and social ones. They are critical to functioning of the global economy and the protection of companies' future. Both traditional hacking concern and the threat of terrorism are addressed by IT solutions